You feel it now. Late afternoon, shoulders tight, decisions suddenly heavy, drifting from desk to kitchen to phone without meaning to. Nothing dramatic broke, your day just leaked away through the tiny gaps you keep stepping over. Screens, doorways, tabs, those brief moments you skip become the places your attention disappears, and by night you're left tired and surprised at how little you finished. This isn't weakness, it's a design problem. The world smoothed the edges where choice used to land. Stay with me. This short piece will show how the smallest pauses, already in your path, can be the moments that let you arrive and take the day back.
You know this feeling. Late afternoon tips into evening and your shoulders lift without asking. Your brain goes cotton thick, and tiny choices suddenly weigh like bags of wet laundry. You drift from the desk to the kitchen, from one tab to the next, from message to message, barely registering the switch. Work messages hum in the background like a quiet appliance you can't turn off, and the house keeps a ledger of things you haven't done. Your hand unlocks your phone before you notice you reached for it. The fridge door opens and you stare as if the light inside might tell you what you need. The hours blur, and then it's 11 p.m. with nothing to show except tired eyes and a full, buzzing brain. You promised you'd just check one thing and came up for air 40 minutes later, somehow hungrier and more empty than before. It's not laziness, it's not a lack of discipline, it's the fatigue of being pulled by invisible currents, doors, screens, and pings tugging you forward while your mind lags behind by a beat. In that lag, you lose the gentle authority over what you truly wanted to do. You weren't choosing, you were being carried. You're not broken, and you're not failing.
You're crossing thresholds without arriving, stepping from one space to another while your attention stays a few steps back, and in that small distance, the day slips away through tiny gaps. If it feels like life is happening to you, it's because the seams between moments have gone quiet, and the quiet is where you disappeared. This is not a character flaw, it's the frictionless glide of a world that erased its edges. Your tired system goes with what's smooth, not what's kind. So of course you end up at the end of the night, blinking at the glow, unsure how you got here. But the path back isn't a heroic leap. It begins in those very seams you've been sliding past. Right where you pass from room to room, tab to tab, screen to screen, there's a small place to land, a breath-length pause where you can arrive before you move on.
Here's the hidden mechanism. Transitions steer your day more than decisions do. Your nervous system runs on momentum, and momentum loves smooth surfaces. When a transition is clean and slippery, one notification flowing into the next, one doorway ushering you to the next task, one unlock leading to 10 swipes, the body stays on autopilot, and autopilot repeats whatever is easiest, not whatever is kindest. The modern world sanded off the edges between activities. There's no sound between messages, no ritual between work and home, no reset between I just opened a new tab and I fell into a scroll hole. We designed away the thresholds, so we stopped noticing we crossed them. Without edges, intention has nowhere to land. You don't forget what matters. Your environment simply rushes you past the exact moments when choosing was possible. It's not that you lack willpower. Your environment deleted the tiny pauses where will could matter. You breathe faster, your shoulders rise, your gaze narrows, and the next easy thing wins.
The result is that the day decides for you, not with malice, just with inertia. And that feels like losing control, because at the micro level, you did. You seeded it in milliseconds. As your hand reached, your eyes flicked, your feet moved. This isn't a moral failing, it's physics meeting physiology. When thresholds vanish, you move without arriving, and anything can slip in to claim your attention. The brain loves closure, so it chases it across tabs and rooms, never satisfied, never settled. Meanwhile, the body never gets the cue that says, we've left one thing and entered another. It just drifts. That's why fatigue blooms even when you haven't lifted anything heavy. The effort of constant context switching without acknowledgement drains you. The call then isn't to power through or build a rigid fortress around your time. It's to restore edges, to rebuild the small moments that tell your system, pause here, land here, choose here. When the edges return, momentum softens, and intention finally has a place to stand.
What if you didn't need a full new routine or an overhaul that will collapse by Thursday? What if you only needed to repair the edges? A small hinge turns a big door. In the same way, a 3-second threshold can turn a whole day. Doorways, unlock screens, the car door, the fridge handle, the bathroom mirror. The moment your hand hovers over a new tab, these are hinge points. micro places where momentum can be softened and intention can re-enter. Think of thresholds as the remote control for your nervous system. Pause, choose, then proceed. Not dramatic, not performative, not a ritual that announces itself to the world, just a gentle reclaiming of those seconds you usually skip. When you land at the edge, the next steps rearrange themselves with less effort.
You don't have to force a different life. You only have to arrive inside the one you are already living. The threshold is where you catch up with yourself, let your shoulders drop, and remember what you meant to do before the pings and pools found you. It's where you shift from being carried to steering. 3 seconds is long enough. Long enough for an exhale that tells your body you're safe. Long enough to notice your hand on the fridge and decide to drink water first. Long enough to let new tab become the document you actually came for. This is not about optimizing every breath. It's about giving intention a foothold. You don't need to build walls around your attention. You just need to put a handle back on your doors. A small hinge turns a big door, and the hinge is you arriving on purpose. If the day feels slippery, look for the edges. They've been there the whole time, waiting quietly, ready to hold the weight of your choice. Try a simple hinge protocol that slips into any transition and lives right where you already are. Begin with stop, soften, exhale for 1 to 3 seconds as you meet a threshold. Doorway, screen unlock, hand on the fridge. Let your body actually stop. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Take one slow exhale that's longer than your inhale. That longer out-breath tells your nervous system you're safe to choose. Next, name to aim, with 3 words for how you want to be in the next slice of time. Not what to do, how to be. Whisper them so your body hears. Calm, single task, kind. Or light, 10-minute, done. Or slow, steady, finish. Keep a tiny lexicon that feels like you. Then offer yourself a tiny nudge. One small, concrete move that makes your aim easier than not. At the desk threshold, put your phone in another room and open the one file in full screen.
At the kitchen threshold, pour a glass of water before opening the fridge. Decide after you drink. At the bathroom threshold in the evening, turn the light low and wash your face with warm water. No skincare marathon, just a signal. At the bedroom threshold, place tomorrow's outfit on a chair. One decision already made. At the phone threshold, before you unlock, ask out loud, searching or scrolling. If it's scrolling, set a 5-minute timer first or lock it again. At the browser threshold, instead of new tab, press the document you came for. If you still open a new tab, type the first word of your task into it. Title the tab with your intention, then proceed. Tag the hinges so they're visible. Place a small dot sticker on 3 to 5 places you cross most. Door frame, laptop lid, fridge handle, phone case, car door. The dot isn't decoration, it's a quiet bell. Choose one anchor center texture at a key hinge. Hand cream by the door, a drop of eucalyptus by the sink, so sense memory helps your body remember. Close the day with a 9-minute evening edge ritual. Minutes 1 to 2, lights down by 20%, so the room tells your body it's time to land. Minutes 3 to 4, warm water on hands and face with slow breathing. Minutes 5 to 6, a 2-line notebook. What I carry today, what can wait till tomorrow. Minutes 7 to 9, choose one kindness for tomorrow's morning hinge. Fill the water bottle, set the kettle, lay vitamins, place walking shoes by the door. Practice carryover cleanup by leaving each space 1% easier. When crossing any doorway, take one item that belongs elsewhere. Not tidying your life, just reducing tomorrow's friction by one object. Keep an emergency hinge for spirals. If you catch doom scrolling or pacing, go to a doorway, place a hand on the frame, do the stop, soften, exhale. Name 3 words and choose a 2-minute reset. Step outside for fresh air, put both feet on the floor and drink water, or write one sentence that begins, "Right now, I choose." Expect imperfection. Missing a hinge doesn't mean the day is gone. Another threshold is 20 steps away. The point isn't consistency, it's return.
There is nothing wrong with you for feeling swept along. The world got fast and smooth, and your edges got quiet. But the edges are still there, and they're generous. You don't need a complete overhaul, a new identity, or a heroic morning. You need 3 seconds, over and over, where you land inside your own life before it continues. A small hinge turns a big door. One exhale before you step through. 3 words before you unlock. A glass of water before you decide. These are not grand gestures. They are places where choice lives, tucked into the ordinary. And this is how your day becomes yours again, not by force, but by returning to the thresholds you've been crossing without arriving. You will forget. You will slip. You'll open a new tab and find yourself somewhere else. That's okay. Another threshold is coming. The door frame is still there. The phone screen will light again. The bathroom mirror will catch your eyes tonight. Each one is another chance to pause, to soften, to choose, to proceed. When you meet these moments on purpose, momentum shifts, fatigue loosens, the day stops deciding for you. You don't have to be perfect. You only have to return. Let the room dim a little. Let the breath out longer than it came in. Whisper the words that fit the next slice of time. Put one small kindness in the path of tomorrow. This is not a lecture. It's a hand on your shoulder in a quiet room, reminding you that you can arrive. If tonight is tangled, that's okay. The hinge is here, now. Meet it softly and step through on purpose.